Today we're going to be taking a look at set 9442J Stormfighter containing 242 pieces. The set retailed for $25 US. Now if you want to purchase this set new, it's going to cost you an average of $67 US, and if you want to purchase it used, it's going to cost you an average of $23 US. Taking a look at our first minifigure, we have JZX. He has a serious face, some front torso printing, some middle sash printing, some lower leg printing, a different color arm. On the back, he has some back torso printing with his symbol in the middle there. No alternate face. And here he is fully geared up. And this minifigure is not given a weapon for this particular set. Taking a look at our second minifigure, we have Snappa, who is part of the Fangpire tribe. Now he has more of a mean look on his face. He has some front torso printing, some middle area printing right here, some lower leg printing. On the back, he has some back printing as well. And then he has no alternate face. Here he is fully geared up with his headpiece, and the weapon of choice for Snappa is this sword right here. Before taking a look at the main build for this set, we have to take a look at this build right here. Now this build is nothing crazy. It's something very small, very simple, just a couple of bricks stacked on top of each other with torches on the side and a clip in the middle to hold the staff. These staffs are the serpentine staffs, which are the collectibles for this particular wave, and in this case you get the Fangpire staff. Finally, we can take a look at J Stormfighter. First, taking a look at its appearance, it has quite a good amount of stickers, 6 in total. It has 4 here in the middle. Here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then on the back wing portions, which is these panels right here, it has 1 here, and then it has a mirror of it on the other side right here. The other thing is the colors. The colors fit Jay pretty much to a T. We have his blue, we got black, some gray in there, which is fine, and gold. I feel like gold is, as an accent, is very good on this plane. The one thing that throws me off is these green and red lights on each side, which is they're on the front here, if you can see them, and then on the back as well, back here. And those just throw me off. I think those could have just been a gold like these right here very easily, and that would have been fine. The other thing is the play features. The play features for this particular set is advertised as 3 play features, and we're gonna go in order of worst to best, I would say, right? First, the first play feature that is advertised for this set is that this portion right here comes out and becomes a weapon for Jay. Now, I personally do not consider that a play feature. I would say that these right here are adding to the aesthetic of the plane and should stay that way and should not come out at all. They shouldn't be weapons at all, and I can't even take it out. It's so you know, it's so in there, right? But that's one play feature, and again, I wouldn't consider that a play feature or a feature at all. That's just an aesthetic. The next feature is the cockpit. So we have this cockpit here, right? This opens up. It's a 1-seater for Jay, and we have a little lever here to control the jet. So that makes sense to me. That's perfectly fine. That works as a feature, I would say. Now the final feature ties into the wings and to some of the back portion as well as this top area. First, the wings. These blades are going to come out. The back area, we have this elastic band that is supposed to help with that process, and the top area is essentially the mechanism. So you see I can push and pull this very easily, but the whole play feature is that you push this and the wings come out with the help of the elastic band. Now I have noticed that you know, the band doesn't always help. I don't know if it's because mine is a much older band now. I've had to wrap it around the back there, but the play feature is that it's supposed to come out and these wings spread, and now you have this mode right here, which is okay. I think I prefer it in its standard mode a lot better. And then again, you have these color-coded areas of green and red. That might have been an addition for kids, so that they know what side is which. And I accidentally, pushed that off. And I wish these things were a little bit better secured on there, but pushing this back here, we can get that back into place, right? So again, those are the three play features that are advertised for this particular set. Quote unquote weapons, a cockpit, and then the feature of opening the wings. So again, here's everything you get for set 9442J Stormfighter, which retailed for 25 US dollars and contained 242 pieces. Now, my personal opinions for this particular set is that it's a good set, I would say. You get 2 minifigures. Would I have preferred one more? Yes. And I would have also preferred a weapon for Jay instead of quote unquote that feature of pulling out these little things for him. That to me is not a feature. It's just, something you can do. You can say the same for, again, like taking off these blades back here and saying, okay, now that's his weapon. Okay, I don't consider that a feature. So we got 2 minifigures. That's good. I would have liked one more just to combat quote unquote Jet, right? Then the shrine. The shrine itself is perfectly fine, or stand, whatever you want to call it. It's great. I think it's a good little side build. Helps you keep the staff on there if you don't want to give it to the minifigure. It's a good little side build for me. The Stormfighter itself, I think it's a great build. It looks it looks like how a jet is supposed to look. It has that aura for it. The color scheme is great. The stickers are perfectly fine for me. There's not too many stickers. It's good, right? The only thing that I personally don't like about it is first the green and red. I don't think that fits it very well. I think that should have just been left off and changed for gold or something. And the other thing is the way the play feature works. I think it's a security thing, but sometimes, for whatever reason, I guess it's just the way it is, right? When you use the mechanism, here I'll show you a little bit better. The portions inside, see, it just did it right there. These little white pieces right here, if you can see these pieces, which are on both ends, they tend to stay on there. And I don't know the reason for that, but if they would have found a way to secure it down here so that this doesn't come off as easily, that would have been a lot better for me. And the play feature in itself, I think that the use of an elastic band, while it makes sense, I feel like they could have found a different way to engineer this back portion, if I'm about to show you, without using the elastic band. Because what I've noticed, and I've had this set since it came out, right? This elastic band, if you have it in this mode right here, where it's closed, over time it will get, it's gonna stay stretched to that size. So over time, your band is losing its elasticity and just staying at one fixed size, which is this size right here. Now, what I had to do for mine is I had to wrap it around these little ball joints areas a couple of times in order to get more elasticity out of it, which again is kind of a design flaw on this particular set. But the set itself is still good. That's the only issue that I really have with it, is these little white portions staying on underneath, and sometimes you just gotta pull them off to get them back on there, right? Or try to force them back on there. But if there was a better way to secure this here, all you needed, maybe just one long piece of a Lego that goes across and just connects them so that it doesn't come off so easily, right? But that's really my main gripes with this is the functionality of that being, it just comes off so easily, right? And another thing is the elasticity of the band going lower and lower over time. If they would have included, an extra 2 replacements for over time, that would have been nice. But, I guess I can understand it from their perspective. Now, do I personally think that this set was worth it for 25 US dollars? I would say yes. I would say it's still a good set. It still comes with a decent amount of minifigures, a decent little side build. While simplistic, it is still a decent build. The actual jet itself is great. I think it has a great color scheme, a great build. It has a minimal sticker usage, and the only thing that I would have, change on this is the way that the mechanism works so that it would last longer, right? So yes, I do think that this is worth the 25 US dollars for the time period. Now, would I personally recommend this set in this day and age? I would say yes. I still think it's a decent set. I still think it holds up. Um, the only thing is the price point. I would say that if you are willing to spend the money for a used one, get a used one. Don't worry about getting a new one unless you want the building experience, but that's going to cost you a pretty penny. If you made it to the end of the video and you are not subscribed, consider subscribing. It really helps me out in the long run. If you are enjoying the content, make sure to like the video, of course. And if you have anything you want to share about this set in particular, comment down below and let me know. Now, I'll see you guys in the next one.